Welcome back to, of course, the magazine show live on Ben TV.
Yes.
We're your hosts, Maria and Femi. And quickly, a shout out to the makeup lady, Miss Fabulicious. She's trying to work with all our
Keke, is it Keke Miss Fabulicious?
Keke, Miss Fabulicious.
Yeah.
Well, I call her Fabulicious. That's
Fabulicious,
what she tells me.
yeah.
So that's
and
what
makeup by Doris Michael.
Makeup by Doris Michael.
No wonder you're looking nice.
Yeah, yourself. What are you trying? Hold on a minute. What are you trying to say that without the makeup I look horrible?
No, obviously you looking gorgeous all the time, babes. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
But she does do very well. So thank you very much, Fabulicious. Here right now we are joined by the self-proclaimed local comedy pharmacist. Although he's not local anymore.
It's not.
Mr.
It's not. He start from way back.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah.
I remember when he started doing sketches on TV.
Yeah.
You know, way back. And now he's got a big show. When I say big show, he's a one man. And this show's kind of reminding me of Eddie Murphy Raw. You know, back in the days. And we call it on every people out there, all our viewers, please, you need to support this guy. It's a big show coming up on the 4th of September, and the man is here in the building. You know, man, we can't stop laughing since he walked inside this building. Seriously.
Of course, the wonderful and very talented Mr. Eddie Kadi.
Eddie,
that was nice, guys. Do you know what that was? It's true. Femi, you nearly had me crying. No, that speech, Oscar, for you, Oscar. You nearly had me. Thank you very much.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Welcome to the magazine show.
I'm happy to be here. This is like my second home, so I'm happy to be here, man. Definitely. How you guys doing?
Not bad.
We're very fine. Very fine. We're fine because you're here, keeping us laughing.
Fantastic. Well, that's the job. That is the job. So like,
wow, Eddie, man.
Yes, sir.
Where am I gonna start from? Where am I gonna start?
ABC.
Let's talk real business first.
Okay.
Let's talk about the O2 Arena, September the 4th.
September the 4th.
Your one-man band show.
Yes.
20,000
An audience with Eddie.
What is the show? What is in store?
For those that have come to the show before, the title of the show is called An Audience with Eddie Kadi. So it's myself interacting with my audience, getting them involved, but also as special guests. I love dancing, I love singing, even though my voice is under construction still. But I do love singing, and my show is very theatrical. So expect some special guests coming over, a dance crew coming over from France. We've got the award-winning N-Dubs also coming down. Miss Yolanda Brown, the saxophonist, is going to be involved. So there's going to be sketches involved as well. For those that have come to the show before, they'll know that it's just full of excitement. It's unpredictable. I could crowd surf, just depending. Obviously, the crowd's going to be bigger than what I've done before. So
that's what I was going to say. We're talking 20,000.
Yes,
O2 Arena.
That's the capacity of the place. So like for me, it's always been good to try and take big leaps. That's just the crazy idea that comes behind myself and a team that inspires me. When we initially started off doing 500 capacity venues, at the time I was even seen to be a bit crazy because of the kind of comic that I was. Not a big following, but by God's grace we fulfilled that, and then we went on to 800 capacity, which grew to 2,000 last year at the Indigo.
Sold out.
Yeah, so that sold out twice in the space of 3 months. So we thought, you know what, we could go to a 5,000 capacity, but let's try and do something that will kind of make people think you can. It's not just about fulfilling that ambition, but it's about trying to go for something. And I believe in trying to challenge yourself and going through a fantastic journey. And so far, it's been amazing.
It is.
So you mentioned the Indigo too. You performed around the country.
Yes.
You'll be performing at the O2. But do you ever still get nervous, Eddie?
Nerves are part of the industry. Nerves are part of being an artist. Any artist will say to you, without nerves, you actually know where you have no feelings. You don't know what you're doing. I turn my nerves more into excitement. I think when I feel nervous, then I know I'm doing something that I'm excited about, because you're never nervous about something you don't care about. And that's always a good sign. So when I feel nervous, prayer kicks in, and after prayer, it turns into adrenaline. It turns into excitement. But the more shows you do in my career, I tend to sometimes you meet your heroes, your role models along the way. So it's like you get even more nerves with that. But it's always a good thing. It's a positive.
Have you got any role models?
You know what? My dad is my biggest role model. Simply because I'm not trying to say that to get the but
he says that all the time.
It's a fact. It's a fact. My dad's my role model only because he's my #1 advisor. He's the guy that's got me to be the man I am today. I reckon I'm a deep reflection of the person he is. So I think I don't think I need to have a personality out there who's in the industry to be my role model. He's got all the qualities that I needed. He's a person that's looked after a lot of people people. He always brings laughter to our house anyway. Do you know what I mean? And he always tries for the best for himself and everyone else around him. So that's the kind of principles that I carry within what I'm doing in the industry.
Your daddy must be watching because
my daddy's watching, and just to make sure that when I go home, it's like, oh yeah, good boy. Let me pray for you one more time. Let me pray for you one more time. But apart from that, in terms of the industry, I mean, there's a lot of people, a lot of comics that I love watching. For example, Michael McIntyre, people like Lee Evans, the late Bernie Mac, God rest his soul. These are great comics who are some very animated, but they're also very raw, and they kind of always engage with the public in such a unique way. And I like to see myself as being, eventually in that category.
Yeah.
I mean, throughout the years that I've known you, Eddie, one thing I would say, you're a very humble guy.
Thank you very much.
You're very down to earth.
Yes.
I would say that Nigerian independence last year.
Yes.
What can I say? You and Perry Dot on stage. You were challenging these dancers.
I'm from Congo. Femi, I'm from Congo.
I got footage of that.
I'm from Congo, and me, from my mother's stomach. When I was maybe even 5 months old, in that stomach, I was kicking, but I was kicking with dance moves. My mom knew. When my mom would be walking on, she'd be like this, this is my son. So, being from a Congolese community, we love dancing, we love singing. So any opportunities that I get with dancers is amazing. And I've always loved being part of the Nigerian independence. I've been a part of it for many years now.
We're having it again this year.
So God is good.
Man.
50 years.
50 years. So Congo, this is the same year as Congo. Congo was 50 years as well.
Yeah, we're 50
so that's 50 years
October 1st.
Hey, Paoli. So that's so good. That's so good. I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
man.
50
so that's the big one.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna make it happen.
Listen.
We're gonna make it happen.
You see me there shaking.
And there's something some people might not know about you, but you are the first black British comedian to perform at the O2 Arena. Can you believe your life right now? Looking forward, did you ever imagine that this would happen?
Do you know, one thing I have to stress is that when we decided to go for the O2 Arena, none of these things occurred. That being the first, to be quite honest, it wasn't important to me because I like to see it being just something that I am achieving alongside my team and being able to open doors to a lot of other people. The whole being the first black. Yes, it's nice for certain accolades to be attached to what you're doing and stuff, but that's not the inspiration behind it. But in answering your question, no, I mean I was at university and I studied to be able to actually make my parents proud. Once I finished uni, I wanted to work in production. Maybe like a cameraman right now. I wanted to work. I wanted to work production, do some editing. That was me. But I went on stage one day, and the rest is history. But never did I imagine that I'll be sitting down even here talking about me as a comic, and that's my career. So I go with the flow. I believe God has a bigger plan for me. So I kind of just thank Him every day for everything that comes.
Of course.
I want to talk about the O2 Arena.
Yes.
On the 4th of September.
Yes, sir.
Were any other comedians alongside black comedians?
Yes, but in terms of last year we did some sketch on stage with some comics. So I want to do something alongside that line. There's going to be, I mean, I've had people like Richard Blackwood, Cat Boys, Kojo, all these guys. They've come down. So I don't want to give too much away because then it ruins the suspense. But we will. It's always nice to involve your colleagues in something as special as this. So look out for that.
Well, I'm going to give something away. I hear that Vocus Linda might be a part of.
Yes.
Welcome to Lagos.
Open my soul.
It's very good to see you.
And my soul will rejoice.
It's very good to see you promoting.
And first time Nigerian artists will perform at the
Well, I'll tell you what, for me, I watched that program, Welcome to Lagos. Amazing, because the thing is, a lot of people were saying, why would they show our country? And it's like, no, the reality of it is there's some people, Africa is a beautiful place, London is a beautiful place, but on both sides of the world, there's people that still suffer one way or the other. There's people here that are looking for jobs, some people are evicted, sleeping in the streets, we see them all the time. Same situation as in Africa. So the fact that, they were able to showcase this angle, for me was like, I could have been that guy. If God didn't bless my parents and give them a better life in the UK, I could have been that guy. So to have the opportunity and to have someone like Vocus Linda performing in that show, it just goes to show that if we all unite and all stick together, black, white, whatever, we can make each other's dreams come true. And that's what people tend to understand. Everyone underestimates
each other.
Definitely, everyone underestimates the power that they have. In order to help others. So for me, having Vocus Linda, absolutely looking forward to.
That's good.
So quickly off the mark now, going back to the documentary. I mean, I know you're saying that, you know, it's a true representation of Lagos, but it's called Welcome to Lagos.
Oh no!
Could they not show the cinema?
Let me tell you something.
The beach.
Let me tell you something. I didn't say it's a true representation of Lagos. I've been to Lagos quite a few times. So you know, I've gone to Oshodi, but I've also gone to Silverbird. So that exists. But the fact of the matter is, the person in Silverbirds might not need that opportunity that the person that's walking through Oshodi looking to maybe pickpocket someone because life is not that good.
True.
You know, we all know. It's just an opportunity to understand that there's these people that are suffering and we need to make it work. I understand, you know, you guys as Nigerians want your country, you want them to show that side. But we know Africa is beautiful. And I'm sure they're going to make another welcome to the proper Lagos. So that's what we're working on right now.
We look forward to that.
Victoria Island, we show Lekki, you know.
Apart from being comedian, what other thing? Obviously you're an actor.
Yes, sir.
You've done some few films in the past.
Yes, sir.
You know.
The funny thing is, for me, as you know, I was presenting and stuff like that, comparing the host and stuff like the Nigerian Independence events before actually going into comedy properly. Comedy is kind of come off the back of the presenting. So I would like to eventually, you know, get into TV presenting a lot more. That's like my ambition. Acting is something that I've done a few little roles, minor roles, and some films and stuff like that. But I want to, you know, eventually end up in Hollywood. That's my ambition. I want to win an Oscar, make a speech like Femi did. You know what I mean? So those are the things. But at the same time, also, I recently went back to Congo, you know, where I was born for the first time in 18 years, and that was just this April gone. And it was just astonishing to see my family and stuff, people whose voice have now broken. I left them at the age of like 5. They're now, you know what I mean, tall. My grandma, who I love dearly, seeing her and stuff like that. So it was amazing. But at the same time, I got to work with a charity called War Child, and we went to visit, you know, just like the Welcome to Lagos situation. We went to visit the other side of Congo and met people that have been neglected for a while and need help, and you know, kind of suffering. And so I played a part in it, and you know, it kind of made me come back and realize, you know, I want to do a lot more to help the people in my country. So hopefully eventually I'm gonna be, you know, setting up some, well, I've already set up a foundation, and I kind of help the local kids and gave out football kits and stuff like that for them. So that was amazing. So I want to do a lot more with that. So there's a lot of things in the future, but you know, step by step, focusing on what's good right now, which is the comedy, and then eventually see what happens in the future.
So you always, although your jokes are extremely hilarious, you always seem to promote African culture in a very positive way.
Yes.
I mean, how have you managed to keep your comedy so clean? I mean,
my mum,
that must get so hard.
My mum, listen, do you not remember being at school and maybe fighting and maybe one or two, you know, words that were not appropriate in your household with your friends, and as soon as you walk in, hello mommy, hello daddy, school was good, I'm going to do homework now. Then your friends goes like, yeah bro, just sorted out this thing, but that's exactly what it is for me. It's like, I remember performing and thinking, my mum's in the audience, there's certain things, you know, that I don't think is appropriate. I don't feel comfortable, regardless, for whatever reason, I just never felt comfortable. But eventually I realized, the more I went towards that kind of comedy, I opened doors to other audiences that wouldn't normally come to shows. So I will have a lady come up to me and say, you know, I love your shows. I'll bring my son down and I'll bring my mum down. And that for me was like, you know what, these people have been kind of neglected, you know, due to certain profanities that people use. But I am a big fan of people. I don't have a problem with that kind of material, because some of my favorite comics do that. Do you know what I mean? But for that type of audience that want to go to those kind of shows, it's nice. So I just keep it that naturally. It's become a part of me, a part of my comedy. It's really hard to delve into the subject. It makes it slightly harder to kind of come with materials and stuff like that sometimes, but to be honest with you, there's always a way that you can make things work. In my household, we crack jokes all the time, but no one swears. Okay. So it's normal.
That helps, Okay. So you achieved so much, for me, I think you achieved so much in such a short space of time. So looking back, what are the best times in your career?
Doing the Indigo twice. Last year was for me amazing. Just seeing all those people who spent their hard-earned money to come and see me was just like beautiful, especially at the end of the show, watching and thinking, you know what, laughter truly is the best medicine, because this is the only way I can get 2,000 people to come and see me. You know, so that for me was probably